Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome back to Doom 3. Where we last left off, we had made it to the Caverns Part 2. So, hopefully we can get through this as quickly as possible, because I really want to finish off this game tonight. Oh great, we're gonna have trites. But they're not gonna be first. I was about to say, were there two Hell Knights there? Because if there were... access card. Unless... Dang it, why would the same access card work in two different locations, am I right? Use us? Use us.
Use us.
One. Oh. Hey, looks like they actually did get a jackhammer. Of course, they probably needed a whole lot more. A whole lot of new ones. Hey, a pickaxe! Pick that up and I could go Minecrafting. Minecraft on Mars. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm sure somebody's made a mod for it somewhere. I remember this place being a bad place to be. A lot of pain. I'm pretty sure that, like, with these scaffoldings, you're meant to climb up the side like this. See? Hey, there's armor tucked away in there. Clever. Looks like I'm not going back up. Get the inventory key. But what's this way? Lights. Three. Four. Uh-oh. He still had all that health? I'm pretty sure that I'm supposed to go this way. So what are the odds that the key card that I picked up is really just for like a storage locker that has armor, BFG ammo, etc. And when I go back up this ramp, I'm probably gonna spawn in a whole lot more monsters. Okay, maybe not. Maybe flicking that light switch spawned them in. We dig in our mind the whole day through. We dig, it's what? Ah, it is storage. It ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig with a shovel or a pick. Spooky, scary skeletons come creeping down your spine. Well, might as well take the goodies. And rockets. $30. So 32 is the maximum, huh? I really wish that they'd just let you take 5 instead of 10. Yep. Too close. Just close. I thought the battle was going to take place far from here. This is too close. Mac, I want you to arm Pinky with a weapon, with some ST grenades, and then get down here. And seal the door so nothing gets back through the arc. Wait, Sarge, if he pops an ST grenade in there, how are we supposed to get back home? Portman, shut the fucking door. Where's the trike? let's get more light. I hear them. Yep. The bricks in the ceiling are falling down. I really wonder if it's actually because of hell or if there's something else that's causing this. I'm guessing that Mars actually does have a molten core. Hell is definitely spreading through this place. It's gonna get worse the closer we get to the mouth. The reason that I'm checking these corners is because they could sometimes hide goodies. And we've found the artifacts. And I think I finally found what I'm looking for. Finally found what I'm looking for. There they are. Well, guys, time to get a little educated. Oh, wrong one. Let's just get to the bottom of this, shall we? I could have sworn I picked up 2. Well, let's do this.
Setting new standards in both archaeological discovery and analysis, the UAC is proud to showcase the latest findings on 4 unique and fascinating artifacts. These tablets were originally discovered in the dig site under what has become known as Site 3. Subsequent examination of the surrounding area and carbon dating of the tablets brought UAC researchers to the conclusion that the tablets belonged to a civilization that existed millennia ago and were placed in a holy burial ground of some sort. Utilizing the best minds in linguistics and UAC proprietary pattern recognition software, the tablets were exhaustively examined. What we found was fantastic. The first tablet provided us with a wealth of scientific data, specifically detailing the mathematical concepts behind teleportation. UAC researchers use this information as the cornerstone for building the Delta teleportation devices. The second and third tablets illustrate an epic story, a story of war, and how, faced with impossible odds, the ultimate sacrifice of an entire race to achieve victory. The fourth tablet details how the essence of each individual was captured and placed in the artifact we now refer to as the Soul Cube. This device was wielded by their mightiest warrior, and with it he banished the invading horde forever. Our researchers are still analyzing a recently found hidden section of the fourth stone and some related fragments. It goes into detail on the invading force and indicates the remaining survivors may have teleported somewhere. Where we do not know, although it seems to reference a map we have yet to locate. To date, there remains no evidence of any type of invasion at any of the sites. Our assumption is that time has removed all but what we now see.
Argent Denure. maybe this place is Argentinor. Because the thing about it is, Argent, that's basically like, that's a word, that's an Earth word. Basically speaking, like, it shows up in many cultures, sometimes meaning silver. So, if the Martians really were our progenitors, then it would make sense that they would have a language that would be similar to our own. In fact, the very idea that we can decipher their language through deciphering their glyphs basically confirms that there's somehow a baseline that we can draw from. Strangely enough, this slightly looks familiar. God damn it, not more traits. Come down here. I saw you. I still see you.
Destroy him.
Right on cue. You can't. I'm pretty sure that I basically brought... Actually, I'm now realizing that I haven't done that video. It's been... We're closing in on a year since when that movie premiered, and I haven't basically done my video review of it. I was basically gonna start talking about... the Godzilla King of the Monsters movie. There's one part of the movie that always annoys me, how earlier in the film, basically, like, the US government is demanding that Monarch basically terminate the Titans, the monsters, the kaiju, whatever you want to call them. And Monarch is apparently refusing, saying that we must learn how to coexist with them. And, holy, you kind of just snuck in there, didn't you, big guy? Headshot. Anyway, Monarch is refusing to kill the Titans, saying that we have to learn to coexist with them, and throughout... Hey, it's one of the things that the vagary uses. Throughout the entire movie, I keep waiting for someone to point out the discrepancy that Monarch isn't refusing to kill the Titans out of stubbornness. They're not killing the Titans because they literally can't. Seriously, you guys threw a nuke at one of these things' faces, and it only got stronger. And then you end up doing the exact same thing in this movie, and it's like, you guys should realize by now that you guys are seriously outgunned when it comes to them. You do not have the resources to kill them. Hell, when you literally use the weapon that's literally meant to be death incarnate itself, it does literally nothing except kill a bunch of fish. Come on out. Yep, we get another vagary. Oh, looks like we got two. I don't remember fighting two. Is this, like, because of the increased difficulty? And traits. What? They're coming out of the ground. They wanted to protect their mommy. Rockets. Oh, they were on the outside. bricks. Wonder how far they'll let me go. Oh. That far. I'm really glad that I actually ended up using the BFG because it's something that I really feel like I should be doing more often, especially because, well, when we get to the final battle, you'll understand why. Holy crap, are we there already? I think that we might be through Section 2. In fact, considering at the rate at which they're arming me, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure that they're going to do the same thing like when I get to the bottom of the elevator as well. Yep, that is Caverns 2, which is a real shame because I think that we just killed our last enemy that we're going to run into before the game ends. So I think that basically we have to cut this episode here because I kind of want to devote the entirety of the last area and the final boss fight to its own video. Well, guys, this video was really short and ended really abruptly, but I'm going to take it because this means that basically I will basically have finished Doom 3 before I quit for the night. Yeah, I basically record all these basically like ahead of schedule, basically do them in one big giant bulk so that I can basically submit them throughout the course of the week while I'm busy doing other things. So, I'll just take a drink here. I honestly can't believe how quickly I got through Doom 3. It's been only like, what, 4 days since I began playing? And yet, throughout these 4 days, a lot of stuff has happened to the point where I've been distracted, I basically have had to do other things, I've been late, and yet I still enjoyed the experience. Like, I'm gonna basically like talk about this more when I wrap up the game with my final thoughts and a kind of like review of the game and the impromptu review of the last episode. But Doom 3, it's a frustrating game because you feel like you should be more powerful than you are. I basically started feeling more powerful when I realized that basically sprinting into your opponent and jumping them, then shooting them in the head with a shotgun, that basically, more often than not, kills them. And I definitely felt more powerful when we got the bigger guns, like the plasma gun and the rocket launcher. But the fact that the shotgun, it basically Doom Guy's bread and butter throughout the entire franchise, it feels so weak and so inadequate. It just makes me wish that somebody would make a modded version of this game that gives the shotgun the buff that it deserves. And maybe, just maybe, tweaks the health on some of the opponents, because I honestly can't figure things out with these guys. I honestly can't figure out, like, why certain, like, sometimes I shoot them and they die within, like, 1 or 2 shotgun blasts, but then other times they can take like more than 5. So, is it because like I was getting headshots and I just wasn't realizing it? Anyway, for now, but anyway, Doom 3 I really think is a fun game. It's considered a black sheep of the franchise now because of how different it is, and it took the fast-paced action game of Doom and turned it into a slow crawl survival horror. But I like the survival horror aesthetic. I really think that it actually kind of adds a little bit of legitimacy, because the original Doom game was made with the people who made it not caring about the story. And that has always disappointed me, because Doom has such a great story that I'm honestly surprised that they didn't, like, see the potential in it. The potential for what Doom could be, But now we are basically getting to the point where people are recognizing the potential that Doom has as a storytelling franchise, not just a dumb action game. I mean, even in Doom 2016, where they say that it stays true to the original with the story not mattering, the story in Doom 2016 matters a whole lot. Just because Doom Guy tries to run away from the story doesn't mean it doesn't matter. We get so much lore, we get so much storytelling elements, a whole lot of build-up. It does still matter, and I enjoy every single minute of it, so... And hell, the revitalized interest in Doom thanks to the 2016 game has basically led to sort of a revival of the Doom film franchise, although it's most likely going to go back into hibernation after that, because Universal probably only made Doom Annihilation just so that they could keep the rights to the Doom movie. But I don't get that. Like, the license for movies are supposed to expire after about 7 years of not making a movie, so their license for the Doom their license for the rights to the Doom film franchise should have expired back in 2012. How the heck were they able to keep it for twice as long? I don't know. Maybe they were somehow able to double the time on their contract. I gotta tell you guys, I would love for the chance to write and direct a Doom movie. The only problem is I can't figure out how to actually do it, because I would want to make a Doom movie that actually follows the events of the original Doom game, all 3 episodes, but you would basically get the sense that that would be a super long movie. So the way that I see it, I think that I would have to basically like film each individual movie as its own standalone, each individual episode as its own standalone thing, and submit them as episodes in a mini-series on a streaming website, and then, once basically, like, not only episode 3 ends, but they get a surprise episode 4 that covers the events of Thy Flesh Consumed, after that, it ends with a trailer for Doom 2 Hell on Earth being released theatrically. Yep, it will be making the jump to the big screen, because then we can start focusing on telling the nitty-gritty stories. But anyways, that is all the time we have for this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment on the comment section below, show like and share with your friends. You want to keep up to date with the final episode of Doom Cubed coming at you in the future. Then be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. Bing! And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. And in that next video, we give them a little hell. Don't miss it.